of this teddygaming team. Welcome back to another video. This one was one which I was not expecting to make because the IDW comic books are ending, and yeah, I mean, I just read this article just a few minutes ago. I mean, a few hours for you, but still, either way, it's ending, and I just don't know what to really say about it. IDW's version of Tales has always been one of my favourite versions of Tales, and to see it end is a little bit disappointing. But also at the same time, knowing the history with the comic book industry, it makes sense, and it's a little scummy, but it's understandable why they are doing this. But at the same time, it just feels weird and different in this position now, that it's ending, but maybe not. It's an interesting situation that we haven't been in since, I want to say, like 2010. So it's a really weird position that we're all going to be in for the next few months. So yeah, over the past few hours, CBR just released an article saying that they had the exclusive reveal that the IDW ongoing series will be ending after issue 150. And we did get a little bit of news about issue 150. It's going to be a double length issue, but I feel like we already knew that just because every other like big special issue is a double length one, so it makes sense why they're doing this one for this one as well, so yeah. Okay, so for the first little paragraph, it says, whilst Arthur Campbell's legendary run may be coming to a close, CBR can exclusively reveal that the entire series is concluding as well, and several Timothy comics are to follow, with more to be revealed later this month. Speaking about the end of her work on the series, Campbell said, the fact that this chapter of is ending, and I'm leaving the series is bittersweet. I'll miss it for sure, but it's time to move on and let somebody else have a shot at the Turtles. I'll be back for more before you know it, whatever from this might take. CBR can also confirm that the new comic will not be a reboot. The existing universe of current Tim and T run is moving forward and evolving with IDW, which recently renewed its Tim and T comic book license. So yeah, wow, it feels weird to be saying that all out loud. So yeah, let's break that down a little bit. Okay, so the first bit which I don't want to talk about is the IDW license. Now, I did find out a few, I want to say months ago, from Sophie Campbell when she was revealing some stuff about Alapex and Ninjara. She also did reveal basically the Timothy license has got renewed for like, I believe it was like another 4 years, I think it was. And it only came out like a few days ago publicly. And like basically the whole press made a big thing about it, saying that, you know, Paramount has like renewed their license and all that, and yeah, it wasn't really much of a big deal, but everyone made it out to be like a big deal. So yeah. So then like some other bits in this bit here, we do get to see that they are talking about like more Tale comic books to come. Now I do find this to be really interesting, just because they haven't revealed any new solicitations just yet for new comic books for this year. But at the end of this month, and also beginning of like next month, they will be revealing more comic books to come out in, I believe it's like May, I want to say it is. So that'll be interesting to see what does come out then. Just because they also had the Tim and T, I believe it was the Hidden Destiny of the Foot Clan or something like that. It's something along those lines. So that book will be coming out right around the end of this comic book. Oh god, that feels weird to say. But yeah, I do find it to be really weird. And then also the last thing which I don't want to mention is the fact that they are confirming that there is going to be a new Timothy comic book. Now this comic book, which I can only imagine is going to be a brand new ongoing series, which, oh my god, that's just going to be amazing because, you know, it's more Tale content, and they said that it's going to be in this universe, which I do have quite a few questions which I'll be sort of questioning in just a few seconds, but that's also, it does give me a lot of relief, saying that like, yeah, it's not properly ending, it's just going over to a new title, which is better, but still not great. Now the reason why they're doing this is something which like other like comic book companies have done before, and they've done it in the past, and it has worked as well, and that's the reason why they're doing it. Now basically, when a new comic book starts off, it does really well, and then over time it drops like numbers, like most things does. But then normally most comic book companies normally decide to basically end it around like issue 50 or something like that, you know, like small number-ish, and then like reboot the series with number 1, and that normally brings in a lot of people. So it's understandable the reasons why they are doing this, And I can't really blame them for it, because it will be bringing people into it, and also be jumping on point for looks like so many people. It's understandable why they are doing this, and I can't blame them for it, because it will work. But also at the same time, it does feel a little bit weird and a little bit scummy in the same way, just because, you know, at the same time, like, why can't you just stick to issue 151 and 52, not number 1, number 2? It's just, yeah, but on the bright side, we'll get more Toll content in this universe. It's a shame that they're not continue on under like the same sort of titling and all that. But with my questions about this whole new like comic book series and stuff like that, I got like quite a few like questions which I know will be answered over time, but just like as of right now, I'm just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Is this gonna happen? This and this and this and this. And so, like some that go off the top of my head is like, how would the IDW collection go? Because for like the longest time they've been doing like these hardbacks, and recently they've been turning them into like trade paperbacks as well, and they are so great with like basically collecting them all in like timeline order and having all the issues all in one place. And I'm wondering how that be affected. Will it be like a brand new number 1? I hope not. But stuff like that, and oh god. But then also I had to wonder that, like with this new team, how they go around with like some of the big changes which IDW did in the last 50 issues, such as like bringing Jenica into it, Lita, Venus, Mutant Town and stuff like that. It's gonna be like really weird for someone who hasn't read the like previous 150 issues to go straight into this new one and be like, oh yeah, that's Jenica obviously, and oh Mutant Town, oh yeah, of course, I remember that thing. Like, I don't know how they're gonna go around explaining that, because I don't know, I feel like it's just going to be a wait and see type situation for a lot of stuff, but I just don't know what to really say about it. I think like my next big like question, or like 2 questions really, is like, one, who's going to be the new creative team? I mean, I really hope that Sean Lee and Rhonda Patterson come back. They've been working on the book since issue number 1, they've been doing the colours and also the lettering, and it'll be a shame to see them go, because yeah, I mean, they've done so many great and amazing issues, and it would be a tragedy if we lost them to like another company. So I hope we don't lose them. And I do wondering who is going to be like the next artist, and also who's going to be the next writer. Mainly more so who's going to be the main writer, just because we're going to be following their work for like next potential 5-6 years, something like that. So yeah. But then like my other question which I do have, which is not really like a big one, but it's one which I'm somewhat curious about, is like, when will this issue come out? Because it would make sense to bring out the next following month after 150. However, I've got a feeling that I might wait a little bit and maybe have this be like near the end of end of the year maybe. But I'm not too sure about that either. I feel like there's like so many places in like time and all that I could put and all that. God, oh god. Then like one final thing which I would like to talk about a little bit, because I know that some people will be cheering about this, is the haters, and we know that like there are quite a lot of people out there, shall we say, that don't like the current direction of Turtles and how it's been going with like, you know, the representation of stuff and inclusivity of stuff. I know there's been like large portion of fan base that's been like I want to say outspoken against it and wanted to end and hate all that. So I got a feeling that this will definitely make them happy, but also at the same time I got a feeling that this could also ruin things, because now it's actually giving them like a good enough point to say that, oh yeah, it's bad enough for it to end. So I don't really like that future in the next coming months or hours or days. So that's like a big problem which I'm seeing. But yeah, I guess we'll wait and see about that little problem. But I mean, like, yeah, overall I think that this is like really sad news, and like news which I'll never be saying, at least like for like another few years. But well, here we are talking about it, and I can't believe it's actually happening, but at the same time, I'm not as sad as I thought I would be, just because I knew that this day would come, and I knew that I would be sad, but I think that just because I know that it's not properly ending, and there will be more comics within this universe, and new series and stuff like that, it does give me a lot of hope for this series, and it does give me like a lot of like relief about it. It's like it's not as bad as you thought, but it's still bad. I do think that like rebooting it just to get like bringing people, I understand it. I do think it's a little bit bad of them to do so, and they can say like all the other reasons why, but it is that reason, and they know it, and they can't hide it. So it's just like, I don't know, so many different questions. This is the second time I'm making a video just because with the first one I was rambling so much about stuff like this. And yet, here we are doing the same thing again. So yeah, just let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about all this? I mean, are you looking forward to it, are you not? Yeah, I don't know how to end this video. You know what, goodbye. Yeah, bye.